So today is Athens Day. We're pulling in right now. Athens is kind of far away. We have a tour today, but let's tell you guys about that a little bit more later.
Day 4 of our cruise, but our third stop in Athens. We are taking an excursion today, which is the only excursion we have planned for this trip. The other places we figured we just walk around. So I think we're going, it's like a 7 or 8 hour excursion, so it's gonna be nice. It says that it's 69 degrees is the high for today, but it doesn't feel cold and we're on the water, so hopefully it'll be a little warmer later. Now we need to go get breakfast, maybe a little Starbucks, and then meet up for our excursion. So we checked in for our excursion. We're number 2, with our little stickers on. And now we just sit here and wait until we get on the bus. There's a lot of excursions today.
Athens, yeah, there are a lot of people checked in here.
Because when they did this, they said like, oh, you're leaving out of Venice, but you're not actually leaving out of Venice, you're leaving out of Ravenna, which is about like 3 hours away. I think it's the same thing. We're not actually in Athens. We're in a city called like Piraeus or something like that.
Which is our gateway to Athens.
Yeah, so we have to take our bus to Athens, which is one of the reasons that we chose to do an excursion on this day, because all the other places we've been, we can just like walk around the towns and stuff, but the places in Athens that we want to go, you have to drive to, so we're like, well, we might as well do a tour and get to see a bunch of things, since we can't walk it anyways.
Yeah, and they'll talk to us about it, which will be kind of nice.
I love Greek mythology, so I'm excited, which it felt like Corfu didn't have a lot of Greek mythology. It felt more like Catholic, I think, with their churches and their presence. So I'm excited to see the Parthenon. That's what we're seeing here.
And Acropolis.
And Acropolis, yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to share a few advisories that everybody understood.
Woo!
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. I wish you all a wonderful day in Athens and have a good day. Thank you.
We are on the way to Athens. Got off, got our tickets, boarding the bus now.
We're going to be the last people on our bus, so we'll see how that works out.
Hoping we end up together.
Why not? Don't really quite understand the process of all of this. They made us all sit together and gave us stickers, and then now we just have to walk over there.
This is confused.
They just said,
about to get ran over by a bus.
Now, go where? Where am I going?
It ran over in Greece. Feels like it.
Our driver's name is Vasilis. In English, Bill. As you know, we are going to drive through Piraeus first of all, so that you see the biggest port of Greece, and then we're going to Athens to visit the Acropolis. Does anybody happen to know the meaning of the word Acropolis? I'm sure you all know the word acron, like acrobat, acrophobia. Acron means the highest point, and polis means city, like politician, politics, police. Then we're going to drive downtown so that you see the center of Athens, and our last stop will be the Plaka. That's the name of the old town, which lies at the foot of the Acropolis. A picturesque area with many souvenir shops, coffee shops, restaurants, old buildings, narrow streets. You will have free time to try some fresh Greek dishes if you're hungry and do your shopping. And that's where our tour ends. That's where I'm going to leave you. And our bus driver is going to bring you back to the port. So I hope you will enjoy the tour, okay? You remember? Yeah, and now I can also show you my yacht on the right. Cocktails at 7, you're all invited, okay? And this is the Castella Hill, which is famous for its beautiful view.
Oh, wow.
As you will see in a few minutes. You will see a big part of Athens, the mountains that surround it. And when the atmosphere is clear, even the Acropolis can be seen from here. In ancient times, it was a place of worship, where gods were worshipped, so only the priests were allowed to live on the Acropolis, And the most important goddess was Athena, who had many different names. Please don't confuse the name Parthenon with the word Pantheon. Yeah, Pan means all, like the Greek word panorama. So Pantheon means all gods, and that's in Rome. Because sometimes people get confused. The Parthenon is in Athens, the Pantheon is in Rome. If you can see the Acropolis, but maybe we can try. If you look beyond the Peace and Friendship Stadium, far from here, you can see 3 hills. I mean the lower one in the middle with the columns. There's a big temple, which looks like a big box from here. So that big box is the Parthenon, the biggest temple of the Acropolis that we're going to visit in Athens. You can see to the left of the stadium once again.
We're heading up to the Acropolis now. These are all olive trees. This is the theater.
But believe me, it's a unique experience to be here for a concert when there's full moon and the opening of the lights on. It's fantastic.
They still use it today for performances.
The most famous temple of Greece that
We're about to enter the Acropolis slopes to work our way up to the Parthenon. Almost at the top. Made it to the top.
Started from the bottom and we're here.
Did you know that no lines in the Parthenon are straight? They're all slightly curved. Because the ancient Greeks knew
He did not know this information until 30 seconds.
that slightly curved lines from a distance look straight.
So we made it to the top of the Acropolis, and this is the Parthenon. It's under construction. We've heard several times now that the British Museum has stolen artifacts from Greece. So that's interesting. It's great weather. The rocks are very, very slippery, even though it's not wet. So if you ever come here, be aware of that. There is an elevator downtown.
The hike up wasn't bad though.
It really wasn't. So we have about an hour of free time, but she said to leave at least 30 minutes to get back down to our meeting point, which I think is plenty of time, honestly, because you can't go into any of these things. It's really just taking pictures of the outside and taking pictures of the view. So we're going to explore for a couple minutes and then head down, and I think we're going to like the old town next. Athens. Olive tree.
I don't think this is an olive tree. Oh yeah.
Boom, roasted.
I prefer my olives raw. Water. Greek bird.
What did she say that was again?
I don't know. Some guy did some great stuff, so they built him a monument and put it up there.
Yes, that's what it was. That's like an arena.
Yeah, I wish we had more time here. Seems like there's a lot more stuff. Okay, so we climbed to the very top. You get a 360-degree view. 360-degree view of Athens. All of you.
All of you. So, pro tip, if it's raining, do not come here. I have slipped and almost fallen like 6 times, and everything is bone dry. Also, someone needs to explain the weather in Europe to me, because my weather app says it's 69 degrees, and it feels more like 80. And I don't know if my app is wrong or if I'm just not looking at things right, but it is hot. but everything was super cool. You can't touch anything, you know, for preservation reasons, even though there were people touching things. But it's very cool. Much bigger in person. So now we have 15 minutes to get back to the bus, and I guess we're going to Old Town.
Hey.
We were walking on our way out, and we looked up and saw the Parthenon, and we were just up there like 5 minutes ago. That was a really long way. Dropping us off. It's part of Athens, but it's like a 10-minute walk. The bus can't get there, so we're gonna do that, and then we'll get some lunch.
Might go to Starbucks.
Then do some shopping, and then get back on the bus at 7.
And I'm hoping we get to go to the garden. I don't remember what it's called.
There are a lot of Poke stops there. That's what I was looking for.
It looked very pretty and lots of statues.
So our tour is officially over. We are eating a little lunch at a restaurant that our guide showed us. And then we have about 3 hours from now until we have to get back on the bus. We're just going to walk around and look at stuff, and we'll tell you how the meal is. I got a gyro and you got some
Moussaka. And we also got feta cheese dip and bread. I don't know what this place is called. Epmion. Epmion. How's the bread?
Very good.
Are you gonna be brave and try some feta? Okay, we found out that the name of the restaurant is Hermione. It's just the Greek way of spelling it, we think. This is the feta yogurt dip. It's got oregano and tomato in it. I like it. Celeste.
It's edible, but it's not flavored.
I like it.
So we just finished lunch. It was so good. I got a gyro, and I thought it would be like a typical gyro, but it was like deconstructed, so it was so nice. Kind of make your bites. Plus, I didn't like the sauce that was on it, but I didn't know how to tell them in Greek that I didn't want that sauce on it, so I was just gonna deal with it. But it came in a little cup on the side.
The sauce was good.
So yeah, it was really great, and it's weird. Like no tax, no like included gratuity or anything. So we got the bill and we're like, that should be higher. But it wasn't, just is what it says on there. So what did you get? You got something to
Moussaka.
Yeah.
It was like roasted zucchini and meat topped with, I don't know what it was, like baked bechamel maybe? I liked it. It was very filling.
I did not. So now we have about 2 hours before we need to be back on the bus, so we're just going to do some walking around and some shopping.
And buy some baklava.
Yes. No, wait.
Moussaka. Oh, it was bechamel. Celeste getting all the angles right. How's your first cruise going?
Very well, aside from the rocky seas for 2 of the nights. But I got a little patch here, and it's been helping a lot. I don't know if it's making me more tired than usual, or I'm just not used to the time change yet. But other than that, I've had no symptoms of anything, so I like the patches. Okay, so we are almost done with our shopping, and we're heading back to the bus. I hope we're heading in the right direction. I think I followed her directions, I'm not positive. But I got some olive oil, because Greece is very famous for their olive oil. So far I got one in Corfu and one here. And I figure I can give it to people as gifts, or I can break it up into smaller bottles and have it for or something. That's what I got, right? What did you get?
I got some masks. Everywhere I go, I like to get some masks. So I got the drama masks. And then I got a plaque, I guess you'd call it, of music scene, which I think was pretty cool.
And they were on clearance.
Yeah, so, you know me.
Oh, you
Got a
also
good
got
deal.
something else.
And I got a patch.
Oh, patch.
A Greeks patch. We're gonna head back to the bus now.
So we just gave you an update, but then as we walked like 2 doors down, we found Greek donuts, and they look pretty good. Donuts, I think there's cinnamon and honey on them. So, just gonna show you guys. We were looking for baklava and found this instead. It's very good. Very doughy.
But the honey and cinnamon is really good.
So I just had one of these, and I agree, they're super good. They're very pillowy. They almost like kind of pop in your mouth.
Yeah. A little bit more chewing required than you might think.
But they are very good. They were $6, €6. Sauce is going in for a second. Everybody in Greece been talking about their honey. I'm over here looking at my honey, eat some honey.
I'm trying to convince him to get honey and then one of those like wooden honey things. You see them everywhere. They're made out of olive oil.
Olive wood.
Olive wood.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go eat another one before she eats them all. We don't have much time left, but we stopped by this Roman bath, and then we're gonna run just a little bit into the gardens. They said that they were just digging up to do construction, and then they just stumbled upon this Roman bath. Got a little archaeologist right here that found it.
It's crazy because I feel like in the U.S. there's been a lot of protection for it and then moved on somewhere else. And they're like, oh,
We're on the way, so we gotta move quick. So we came out of the park and turned around, and there was this giant, the Olympic rings, and I don't know what you would call it, like an arena.
I'm gonna check and see the last time the games was here.
Every time you turn around here, there's something to see. The walk through the park was really pretty. There's lots of people working out. 2004 was the last time they had the Olympics here. There's the discus thrower. I don't know the name of this statue.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It was a really pretty walk. A pretty girl. Made it back. Bus is there. They drop you right off. Walk right in.
3 minutes to get through security.
3 minutes to spare. We made it through security. And all of a sudden we got out here and it's like very windy. There's the beautiful explorer of the seas. It is cool. And it is 7:32. Only a little late.
So, go on excursions if you don't want to.
So it is the end of our 4th day here on the cruise. We got some dinner. We just ate at the buffet tonight. Celeste couldn't really find anything she liked, but I had tikka masala and a scotch egg. It was English night. Tomorrow is a big day for us. Tomorrow is Mykonos. So I think it's going to be a really special day. But thanks for joining us. Look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. But with that being said, Athens, Corbin.there.done.that.